Yo guys, and welcome back to Crypto Guru channel. Well, actually guys, today's video is a sponsored one, and we have just to say thank you Hollister. Yeah, today's video is sponsored by Hollister. So actually Hollister supports crypto world. Well, and of course, as you all understand, you just have to subscribe to my channel. So just do that. Come on, just do that. If I, for example, like help you, to get some knowledge, or for real, like the main point is just to help you to make money, alright? So we just like earned on my projects. If you made money for real, like on my videos, alright? So I got a crazy idea, like to create, like a wallet, like a charity wallet for those who are not involved in crypto world. So that those guys can for real like get the perspectives crypto projects have, and you could be for real like that guy who helped to improve the whole crypto world, like, and people's life. I guess like it would be for real like so cool. So I will just create that wallet, and you could see like all the transactions actually that wallet got. Well, that would be for real like good. And I will say like that guy donated, that guy developed that world, not me, actually you guys. So that would be just, so cool. And yeah, so now just let's get back into Shiba Inu. And first thing we have just to talk, is it for real like worse to invest in Shiba Inu, or is it gonna be like bad investment in a close month or for the next like couple of years? Well, or even someone will ask me, is it a scam? I mean, like the whole Shiba Inu, or it's a for real like a legal project, which will grow, which will gain like more. However, Shiba Inu like right now is for real like well known throughout, like crypto people, crypto world. So it got it hype, and of course, as I've said, at the end of this video, you're gonna see like all the predictions actually world-known analysts did. So you can for real like compare, my own expectations to those guys who, got a real like knowledge in this world, and actually just to know their opinions, because probably one of those opinions, which will your just heart feel, will be actually the right you consider, so you can like know whether you're right. So let's start. And yep guys, just additionally to add, if you watch this video up to the end, so there are gonna be like a bonus part for those who are just like my lovers. So just there are gonna be an interview, what Vitalik Buterin actually told about Shiba Inu, what actually the cooperations were between those people or and that project. So just you have to know that. Well, and it would be like for real so attractive to know. And yep, of course, enjoy watching. Well, at first I just want to share my own opinion about Shiba Inu and the way it's gonna go. And yeah, for sure, like later we're gonna check all the authors, like they share their opinions as well about Shiba Inu, and you can for really compare who is right, who's not right, and later like you can just sum it up and just create your own image, how that project looks like in your perspectives according to my material. All right, so imagine just such picture. If you just told me like 1 year ago, just bro, come on, like invest in some meme coins, it's pretty funny, like it might get it like 1000, bro, like I for sure like told like pardon, like no thanks, like bro. Well, I see like the only way you can make money is just in two ways. The first one is like pretty typical, so you just catching the opportunities and then stabilize, catching opportunities, pumping, when it's dump you just but it's, let's say it's even more about betting. All right, so it's just like casino, you just drop and you never know. That's actually the point. And that's actually pretty, like a gambling stuff. All right, so but my way is just like to invest in the projects, initially like launched, or the projects, in the first day of listing. All right, so but as well, I was supposed, to follow such medias. All right, so I just catch all the information about potentially, good projects because of that creator, that owner of the project is really successful, is the one I really like trust, and yeah, I just made money on that way. However, talking about memes, as I've told, like, if you for real like offered me to invest into meme coins 1 year ago, well, dude, I would rather say no, of course no. But now, like less than 6 months ago. So just when Dogecoin actually blowed minds of lots of people who are in crypto world. Alright, so and that is the perfect example of media power, of media influence. When Elon Musk actually because of him, because of Tesla like accepting potentially like Dogecoins, that just did such boom. Wow, and like I remember the first time media for real like blew minds, and I just saw the first time media star, a well-known person, so respectful before, not now. For me, like personally, he died. So actually, that guy just pumped a project. He did money. He made so much money. Even his Tesla didn't earn so much for past 4 years. That's actually the pretty shit stuff. As we can see, like, I mean, lots of people for real like believed him actually in one way, but it's like completely different, completely another thing to talk about. Like, I mean, the first time media did a real boom, in crypto world, and it was like Elon Musk, and he did whatever he thought to do, and actually that was his choice. Disrespect. Sorry just for such bullying, but it actually hurts me so much. And yeah, and today's like Shiba Inu, so it's the real like competitor to Dogecoin, alright? So it's like he's catching him, he's chasing him, and probably like, but I'm not sure, but probably like Shiba Inu gonna be the first, like the biggest market cap meme coin ever existed in history. So it might happen, according to the authors. We're gonna listen a bit later. So, well, actually, it has that chance because probably a part of people from Dogecoin will be interested, in investing into Shiba portfolio, or as I've seen, like lots of people for real, like good and big whales, they are just promising that they will hold Shiba Inu for the next like couple years. And actually, I don't believe that stuff, but it might happen that Shiba Inu will reach Dogecoin, but it won't be like $1 as I've seen. Like it might be like 0.1 cent, okay? But $1 is just mission impossible, I guess. So, but who knows? Who knows? But for me personally, like as I guess, as I see this actually perspectives. All right, so Shiba Inu has, let's be honest, just little chances. Because later, as you gotta see, like, creators, actually the owners or whatever they are, like, or big whales, actually those guys just sent to Vitalik's wallet a big amount of Shiba Inu coins, which he actually like shared for charity, and as well a part of it he just burned. Like he sent to the like the addresses who never existed or like whatever. So they just blew, just disappeared. All right, so actually that stuff, makes me for real like sad because they wanted like, just to make a hype to grab the attention of people because Vitalik holds it, so it's like, but they did in that way, and lots of people were for real like involved, and they are just, still believing that Vitalik is still in that project, but that's like pretty unbelievable. So that's not true. And actually, that made me, pretty sad because they wanted to scam people, right? So they didn't want it to be that information shared via Vitalik, all right? So they just wanted to do it like anonymously So the more people can, but he told like, as you're gonna listen it later, so he told like a big, like a huge amount of tokens of coins were on his wallet. So it was like, not so professional from Shiba Inu side. But anyway, like, they did a hype because of Elon Musk, as I got, like, but he just posted, that picture of that funny dog. So, so to sum up my own price prediction for Shiba Inu, I just guess, guys, that for the next couple days or even weeks, like let's say 3-4 weeks, Shiba Inu will rise. It will for real like be pumped a bit. I mean like, or it's gonna be like equal to that 37 cents. Anyway, like my own prediction about that project. No, guys, come on. That's the end. That's it. You just shouldn't expect another hype. It could be like for the next couple days or weeks. But in 6 months, I mean like everybody will forget about it. So just I don't think even it's gonna be a good 1 year like holding of Shiba Inu's 1 year investment. I don't think so. Like, well, actually that's my feelings, that's my gut speech. But it actually depends on you because I'm not a financial advisor. Yes, I'm doing it in entertainment purposes. Alright, so Don Juo said that it's impossible for the digital coin to reach $1 because there is simply not enough money in the world for this to happen. Well, that guy believes that Shiba coin will rise, but slowly for the next couple years. Paddy Ansbon, analysts essentially believe the price will rise and reach twice its current rate, hitting 0.0000202 by the end of this year. So it will for real like double. It's according to this opinion. So here you can see like the current price chart, and for a current moment it's trading for 0.27. Alright, but as I've said, like it might get for real, like even even up to 0.41, alright, so it might take it. But finally, when the real investors are just like got the fun, so they will just, guys, pay out money and you'll be scammed. So this project is not a scam, alright, so it's not a scam, but it's more, about availability, because one day you can for real like have $1,000. For the next day you can get like $500, and you can just like expect this project will get its all-time high once again. But no, dude, at the end of the year you have like just 5% of those $1,000 or just whatever you invested. That's exactly the example how it's typically happen. So nothing much. I mean, well, for real, like, you remember about subscribing, right? So about sharing your thoughts about Shiba Inu. Right now you're gonna watch that interview with Vitalik Buterin. So what he actually said about Shiba Inu on his wallet, and is it like for real, like reasonable for developers, for owner, I mean like the big guys, to make such drama? I mean like, by scamming just like, because Vitalik for real like didn't support it. I mean like he didn't care, alright? But people for real, like the true people, they just believed. So a part of those people just invested because of Vitalik, alright? So he actually used his reputation, and he wasn't even involved in that project. That some people just sent lots of coins of Shiba Inu and did such, drama and such hype. So, well, just as I've said, like, subscribe to my channel, smash that like, because I for real like deserve it, because I do my best, because I for real like wanna give you my best, for real, like, and of course to help to earn on potentially good, on on launch projects, the projects where like you don't just do like x2 x3, that's your maximum, the projects were like minimum. I mean like for real, like it's like X9, X10. That's it. That's pretty, that's pretty evident, right? So that's why you have to just support me. And of course, just we have to be grateful for that great sponsor. It's Hollister. So just, yeah, keep watching and keep supporting. Right, so just peace out.
This is the Lex Friedman Podcast, and here is my conversation with Vitalik Buterin. Let's first talk about Shiba Inu, if we can, modeled off of Dogecoin by the anonymous founder known as Ryoshi. On May 10th this year, but in a crazy move, you were given half of SHIB's total supply. You burned, aka destroyed, 90% of it. That's worth $6.7 billion. And you donated 10%. That's worth $1.2 billion at the time to an India COVID-19 relief fund, saying you don't want to be the locus of this much power. This is fascinating. Why and how were you able to walk away from this much money and this much power?
So I should probably start by giving some of the backstory around these coins and this concept of giving me coins. So first of all, Shiba Inu, as you said, is this kind of knockoff of Dogecoin. They were actually not the first projects to do this. So around the end of 2020, there was this weird project called Teller. It's like Tellor. I think they're a Chainlink competitor or something like this. But I remember they just dumped $50,000 worth of their token into my wallet, and then they had their Twitter army just basically run around saying, look at Vitalik's wallet. Vitalik holds Tellers. He's one of us. He's a supporter. And as soon as I discovered this, I just publicly sold the Teller tokens on Uniswap, and this created a bit of a Twitter splat. Now, the Shiba people were more clever. The Shiba people, instead of dumping to that wallet, they dumped to my cold wallet. Right. So in cryptocurrency, right, there's this concept of cold wallets and hot wallets. Basically, the thing that actually owns your money is this 80-digit number called a private key, right? And a hot wallet is when that private key is just stored in memory on your computer, on your phone, really easy to access. This cold wallet, and all the money is out of the cold wallet, so it's safe for me to talk about my setup now, right? But it was a laptop that was sitting in Canada, and I also had 2 pieces of paper where I wrote down 2 numbers on those 2 pieces of paper. Mm-hmm. One was with me, one was in Canada, and if you add those 2 numbers together, you get the private key. So because of COVID travel restrictions, and this is this cold wallets in Canada, it's very difficult for me to actually access it, right? And I'm not sure if they knew this. Maybe they just got lucky. But basically, they sent a lot of these dog tokens into this wallet where it was very difficult for me to access it. But then I saw these dog tokens, I saw more and more people talking about them, and then at some point I realized that hey, these things are worth billions of dollars, and there's lots of really good things that you could do with that amount of money, and it would actually be a waste to just see it go. So I made the decision that I would actually power through and figure out how to safely basically get my private key. I actually had to call up my family, tell them to read out their number off of their piece of paper. I entered that into a fresh laptop that I bought from Target. Then I put in my other number on my piece of paper, added the 2 numbers together on the computer. There's the key. And at the same time, just scrambled for 2 days, setting up a new wallet where I could move my ETH to safely, getting people to be multi-sig partners, just doing all sorts of stuff that 10 years ago you would expect to just be part of a cyberpunk science fiction novel, but now it's all real.
So you're doing this all by yourself, essentially.
Most of it by myself. So you have
to keep it secret,
right? And I needed my family to actually go and read the number on their piece of paper, and then I in my new multi-sig wallet, there's other people that are signatories, but I'm obviously not going to reveal any details beyond that. So I did this, right, and I actually managed to get the private key, make the first transaction that would just move all my Ether to the multi-sig wallet so it's safe, and then second put the private key on my main computer, then started, going in and just selling some of the dog tokens and then just giving them to these different charities. Now, at the time, I actually did not even like have any idea of how much you would be able to get, right? Because like on paper, the dog tokens are $7 billion, but like in reality, it's a very liquid market. Are you going to crash it by after you sell 1 million worth? Are you going to crash it after 10 million? Are you going to might you actually be able to get like an entire 200 million? I had no idea. So I definitely was just of the mindset like, okay, I mean, I'll sell a bit, maybe get some ETH, and then donated some ETH to GiveWell, donated some to other groups, and then okay, have some dog tokens. Like I don't have an easy ability to sell more myself, but then I'll just like give them to these groups, and like hopefully they'll do good things with them. It was actually I actually donated 20% and dumped 80%. Yeah, so the COVID India group got one batch, and then there's another group that got another batch. And I don't want to say who they are because I think they want to announce themselves at some point.
Sure.
Yeah, but you can see the fact that these transactions were made on the blockchain. But no, it was